Let me turn that, hold on, let me turn. Oh, good evening, good evening, good evening. I wanted to jump on here real quick and talk to you. Get ready to go on a walk. You guys want to go on another walk with me? Do you guys want to go on another walk with me? Good evening. Hello, y'all. Hold on, let me lock my door. Lock my door. So I would be, oh, is this the right key? Okay. Hey, y'all. Good evening. How are you? So listen, guys. So I wanted to talk to you real quick about, why credit, why leveraging credit, hey y'all, good evening. Why now? Why is it important now? And why me? Why would I be the person that, you go to for your financial literacy and your credit building and your leveraging and all those kinds of things? And I just want to have a conversation. I've committed to being a little bit more present, with coming on live and just having a conversation with you guys. But also because I want you to realize that the times that we're in, like we just got out of COVID and right now everybody's talking about a recession and just talking about all these different things that are going on in our world right now, right? With just like division in other countries and just a lot of things are impacting our daily life. Like, can we all agree, right? And I know I'm just jumping on here impromptu, but can y'all let me know if you can hear me and if you can see me? And also I'll try to maybe possibly answer some questions or come on again. But guys, this is my new Walk With Me series. So look, hello to the brand new Walk With Me series, okay? And what that is going to be is, I'm not sure how often I'm going to do it, if I'm going to do it on Instagram or on YouTube, but I'm going to start going live when I'm taking my little walks, right? And right now I didn't even get a chance to change, y'all. I still have on what I had on for my video, so I'm out here like with diamond earrings and all kinds of nonsense. I kept on my dress and just put on some shoes, but I don't care. Y'all know I don't care. Right? And so my Walk With Me series, let me explain to you guys real quick. Hey y'all, hello. Let me explain to you guys what Walk With Me series is going to be. I'm going to start coming on live. I haven't decided yet how often or if it's going to be YouTube or Instagram, but I'm going to start coming on live, and I really have it in my spirit to have like a conversation with you guys, right? Like not so rehearsed, not great big workshop, and I mean about topics and things that you guys are asking me about, and also that we need to talk about. So not just credit. Like today I'm going to talk about some credit because I want you guys to understand why I'm doing this workshop and why it's so important right now, and about the opportunities and the options and the doors it can open for you when you look good on paper, and like for us to stop playing around with it. I don't know why, y'all. I have a selfie stick, but I don't know how to use it. Like why am I always walking around my neighborhood like holding my phone like a nut? I gotta learn how to use my little selfie stick thing. I just found it the other day. But anyway, when I'm doing my Walk With Me series, guys, I'm going to be talking about credit, about entrepreneurship, about being a single woman entrepreneur, about dating in 2022, about money management, about being a single parent, about real estate investing, about trying to leave your job, passive income, guys, about spirituality. I'm going to be talking about everything. I am more than credit. Let me just say, I'm just going to have a conversation with you guys. I'm going to try not to be all long because I would pick, 8:30 at night to actually come out. Hey y'all, I would pick 8:30 something at night to come out and do my walk, so hopefully it's not too dark, you guys can still see me. But it's really on my heart just to be super transparent. That's the one thing that I pride myself on with my brand, because people really just make it seem like it's just like you start a business and you're a multi-millionaire the very next day. And I want you all to know that it's hard work. It's really hard work, but it's so worth it. Guys, you're just starting to see me, right? Where I'm walking around, I'm saying, I'm in a new house and I have 20 streams of income, and 4 of those streams are 6 figures, and you're seeing me, on a stage with 95 millionaire and flying to different places. But guys, I started my business in 2017. Can we talk real for a minute? I started my Elite 10, shout out to my Elite 10 people. I started my business in 2017 with a cell phone, a laptop, a printer, and my dining room table and a dream. And guess what? When I left my job and I started my business, I didn't even mean to go here, but y'all know I'm led by the Spirit, so this must be for somebody on here. When I left my job, y'all, first of all, I didn't have a plan. I'm just gonna be real. Can we talk real for a minute? I just knew in my spirit that I was meant to do so much more. And I just knew, I just knew that, my job, so I was in corporate America, and I had, a nice salary and a nice title, and I was, 85% travel, and it wasn't a horrible job. Honestly, it was a job that I was grateful for. It was a job that I prayed for at one time. It was a job that, I had, that people have made a career out of, right? That's how, shout out to my Elite 10 people, You guys know I talk about my 20 streams of income. Well, one of those streams is a pension, right? I have a pension. Why? Because I was in corporate America, right? So can we just have a talk today? And what happened is that, as I started to change, as I started to evolve, as I got around leaders and mentorship and all those things, I started to be like, what's my purpose? What am I doing here? Who am I helping? Like, I'm going to work every single day and it's good. Things were good, but it was like I was just going to work to make a bunch of rich people more rich. Like, I started to hate my job, guys. And the real talk is that the job really didn't change. Like, there were some, changes in leadership and changes in a couple of acquisitions and all those things. So it wasn't maybe like the best stuff, but I could have really stuck around there if I really wanted to. But when something stirs up in your spirit, come on somebody, when something stirs up in your spirit and you're just like, I'm tired of this rat race. Like, I'm just going into work and I'm making some money and I'm doing these things, but I'm hating it. Like, guys, I'm starting to have anxiety on Monday mornings and I'm just hating it. And mind you, I was 85% travel, so I had an iPhone and I had a laptop. Y'all, it was modern day slavery. Come on. When they give you a laptop and they give you a cell phone, that means that they expect to be able to reach you. Okay, I even had one of them with some things called hotspots where I could get internet on an airplane, like a submarine. No matter where I was, they had access to me and I hated it. So I didn't even mean to go here, y'all. But my point is that I literally, and mind you, my master's, so I have 2 degrees from Villanova University, courtesy of my corporate job. That's a whole nother lie for another day. Because real quick nugget right here, guys, is that when you have a job, so first of all, everybody is not meant to be a self-employed entrepreneur. If you love your job and you love your career and that's your purpose, then amen and God bless you, and do what's best for you. Let me say it again slower. Do what's best for you, right? But I started, somebody is blowing up my phone and I'm trying to, and so I meant to grab the other phone. But anyway, so I started to be really uneasy in my spirit. However, if you have a job right now, if you're not ready to leave your job, or if it's not your desire to leave your job, what I will say is maximize that. Your job is your investor. Your employer is your investor. Let me say it one more time so you can get it. Your employer is your investor, okay? You're using that money. Oh my God, he scared me. Somebody walking behind me. You're using that money to pay your bills and all those things, but you're also using that money to invest. But I also mean you're using that money to improve you, right? So when I very first started in corporate America, I didn't have my degrees. I didn't have any experience in that field. But what did I do? Guys, I used them to, hold on. What in the rude? So anyway, let me not draw out here. So anyway, while I was there, I ended up getting my project management certification. I ended up getting my bachelor's degree and my master's degree. Come on, somebody. If you have a job right now, every single thing that you can utilize it. I signed up for everything, every training, every workshop, every benefit. Go to your HR department, see what you can get, because I got my degrees and my project management certification courtesy of corporate America. I started there with no actual education but my high school diploma and a certificate in computer technical support from the Chubb Institute. Y'all remember them places back in the day? And I ended that job with 2 degrees in my project management certification, which has helped me do what? With my business. Come on, I'm sorry I'm moving around so much, but it has helped me with my business, guys. So I say that to say the job wasn't horrible. I started to change, right? And when you're looking for purpose and you're looking for something more and your heart is to help people, it wasn't a good fit anymore. And I didn't handle it the right way, right? I told you guys, I'll tell you all my dirt. I've made so many mistakes, right? That has helped me be better now and be a better asset to the people that I coach and that I serve. Because I'll tell you the right way to do it and the wrong way to do it. Guys, I have a master's in human resources development. Guess how I left my job? I just didn't go back one day. What in the hot nonsense? Let me say it again slower. I have a master's in human resources development. I ain't give them 2 weeks. I just literally didn't go back one day. And I didn't even really plan on that for real. But it's like I didn't go back, and then I didn't go back, and then I didn't go back. And then I'm telling all my business on here. And then it was like job abandonment, y'all. And then I realized that I didn't have a plan. Come on, somebody. I just left my job and I have a mortgage and I have children and I have all these responsibilities and I have this desire. But, we're talking about It wasn't like all these courses and all these things. Like, it was some stuff, but I wasn't tapped into all that at that time. And long story short, I had some dark days, right? Some of y'all had some dark days where you're chasing your dream and you have some dark days. And I'm like, God, I know what you showed me. I know what's in my heart. I know what I want to do. I'm thinking I'm listening to you, God. Like, I know that I'm not supposed to be there just making rich people some money. You know, why is it now I'm stepping out on faith? Come on, somebody. I'm stepping out on faith and I don't have money to pay. Like, I'm running through my savings. You know, I'm having clients and they're canceling appointments and not paying. And I don't know how to leverage, like, you know, social media and all those things, guys. I almost lost everything again. I almost lost my house. I almost lost everything. I remember, y'all, I don't know why God took me here. This must be for somebody. I remember like crying myself to sleep at nighttime thinking, Terry, was I selfish? Did I leave too soon? Like, here I am trying to follow my dreams and I have a family, right? Let me tell you guys something. As adults, we stop dreaming. As adults, we stop dreaming. We stop thinking like, you know, I could do this, I could do that. I got bills, I got responsibilities, I'm just gonna go to work. Again, we're not meant to work and pay bills and die. So when I left my job without a plan, I had some really dark days. But if you just stick with it, because guys, you don't launch anything, you don't build anything from scratch, and you become a multimillionaire in like 30 days, guys. It takes some time. How many of you guys know that the day you plant the seed is not the day you get the harvest? Come on, somebody. Don't get me to preaching on here. The day you plant the seed is not the same day you get the harvest. So you're going to have to go through the drought and go through the time where it's being watered, right? You have to stick through it. One of the number one reasons why so many entrepreneurs and investors and just people going after their dreams don't actually reach that level of success, it's not because they don't want it. It's not because they're not talented. It's not because they're not ambitious. It's because they don't stick with it long enough, come on somebody, to see the fruit of their labor. Guys, part of it was my pride. I ain't gonna hold you. Part of it was my pride. I said, I will not go back to work. I will not. I'm going to make it work. Guys, I tell my people, like, you know, with renting cars and stuff, I did, what's it called? Uber Black. I was doing Uber Black and all kinds of things. Like, listen, when you're a parent and you got some kids to feed, come on, somebody, you going to make it work. And I'm like, I don't care. I'm the person that, you know, my boys depend on me. I don't care if I got to wash cars, do nails, do your hair. Like, I don't care what it is. I'm about to cut your grass. I'm going to make sure that my family is okay. Right? So that's back when I had my the Audi Q7 Black, and I found I could do what's it called, Uber Black. You get more money because it's like a nicer car or whatever like that. Child, please, I was at the airport picking up people, all kinds of stuff. Here I am, a whole entrepreneur with a whole business, coaching people and doing Uber at night to keep the lights on. Can we be real for a minute? Right? That's what it looks like, but I had to go through all of that to get to here. God has had me all the way up and all the way down a couple of times. And that's why whenever things don't go right, I don't panic, because I already know on the muscle, come on somebody, on the muscle, I'm going to make it happen. I'm sorry, it's like moving around so much. I'm going to make it happen. I know that I'm going to work. I don't care what the thing is. Some of you guys need to get that in your spirit. I don't care whether it's renting cars. I don't care whether it's doing flyers on Fiverr. I don't care whether it's doing hair. I don't care whether it's having a daycare. I don't care whether it's being a coach, doing an ebook, doing a masterclass, being YouTube, podcast. I don't care. I literally do not care what it is. You are the common denominator. It works if you work it. I'm going to say it again. It works if you work it. You are the common denominator. Like I said, most people don't get there is because they give up too fast. When it doesn't unfold the way that they imagine, that they stop. And that leads me to, you know, why credit, why now, and why me. Guys, why credit is because even when things weren't looking good financially, guess what I still looked good on? Paper. Do you want to know why? Let me tell y'all a real, like, small hack as being a single parent that, like, needed some money. Let me tell y'all a small hack is that, like, say money was tight, right? When I left my job and didn't get unemployment, I was like, I've been here for 10 years. And they were like, you abandoned your job. And look, I was like, no, I didn't. Yes, I did. I was like, I ain't abandoned my job. Yes, I did. Right? So they denied my unemployment. I was mad. I'm like, I abandoned unemployment for all them years. Listen, $0 and 0 cents. And I'm going to leave that right there because it's corporate America and that was nothing but a number to them. But I'm going to leave that right there. That's for another live. But at any rate, when money was tight, I know that my cell phone's not on my credit report. I know that the electric bill's not on my credit report. I know that the cable or the Comcast, the Wi-Fi is not on my credit report. I know my car insurance is not on my credit report. So when money was tight, guys, what I would do is I would make payment arrangements for the things that were not on my credit report. Come on, somebody, so that everything on my credit report, my car note, my student loans, my credit cards were always paid on time. If money was really, really tight, I'm just paying that minimum balance. You know why? Because I had to use that credit card to buy groceries. Come on, that's a whole other live one day. Y'all don't even understand how I've been all the way up and all the way down. That's why I don't judge. That's why when I work with people, I come from a place of empathy, not sympathy. Why? Because he put me through all those testimonies and through that valley so that I could walk other people through the same thing. And say, you know, I've been there too. So looking good on paper, being able to leverage meant that I could get another car. Just back when before Toro and all those things, that I was buying car, y'all. I was doing everything. I used to buy cars from the auction and then sell them on Craigslist because it wasn't like, you know, y'all remember back on Craigslist, I used to do all kinds of stuff. But at any rate, having credit enabled me to still buy a property. Having credit enabled me to get, you know, personal loans and credit cards when I needed. Having good credit enabled me to have lower rates on things like my auto insurance. It helped me, it gave me a plan B, right? If you don't have a mother or a father or a husband or a boyfriend or whoever that can just give you, here's $5,000, you know, to save your life, what are you going to do? Guys, we think about credit, right? And we think about like, oh my God, I can buy this, I can buy that. How about when you have some dark days and you need to pay your rent on your credit card? You need to pay your car note on your credit card so you can get back and forth to work. Your kids want to go to camp and you need to pay for the camp or they need some new school clothes. Come on, somebody. Life looks like that sometimes. So when I say why credit, guys, what you use your credit for can change your entire life. You can go on a shopping spree and just have fun, or you can buy an income producing asset like a property, or invest in infinite banking, or get cars to rent, or say you're somebody who sells stuff. I know I have plenty of entrepreneurs that, you know, sell stuff on, what is it called, Etsy and all those different places, and they flip their money. Guys, we're coming out of COVID-19 and many people were impacted. I don't know if you're on this live or if you know somebody, but many people went from 2 income households to 1. And guess what? Everybody right now is like, oh my God, the housing market. Oh my God, the housing market is so crazy. I'm not going to buy right now. Have you seen the articles on how high rent is going up? Pick your poison. Pick your poison, because so many landlords were hit when they couldn't evict people and people lost their jobs, that now you try to go get an apartment, they want first month, last month security, A1 credit, 3 times the amount. Why? Because they were hit too. So no matter where you go, whether you're getting a mortgage or whether you're renting, your credit is going to impact it. And guess what? If you don't have good credit and you don't have high income, you might be in trouble. Right? So what I'm saying, and another reason why credit, guys, so now they're saying, you know, we're going to have a recession and all these things. How about you get in position in advance? How about you add that stream of income in advance? How about you make sure you look at it in advance and get the things that you need just in case? Guys, do it now. Don't do it when you're desperate. Do it now. Another thing I want to say to you guys is, I'm not sure you'd realize that credit scores did not come to the credit bureaus until 1989. Let me say it again, 1989. This is why our grandparents and our great-grandparents are always saying, buy everything with cash and credit is the devil. They didn't know. Guys, it's actually very, very fairly new. Now, how does that impact you? Well, you want to buy a $100,000 house. Back in the day, you needed what? $100,000. But now, you get an FHA loan, first-time home buyer, mortgage pre-approval, 3.5% down. People are buying single-family homes, duplexes, triplexes, quads with $10,000, $15,000, not $100,000. Guys, it can change your outcomes. That's why credit, and that's why now. Another thing is that with all of us, it's a mathematical equation. You have the ability to impact it being good or being bad, and you choose. And if you've made some mistakes, that's fine. That's why I'm doing things like, you know, hey, my credit, look, in the link, right, in my bio, my free credit booster workshop. Why? because they don't teach it in school. They don't teach it in college. We don't talk about it at the dining room table. And even if we do, a lot of people don't know about it. They're not using it the right way, especially our parents and our great-grandparents and our aunties and uncles and all those things. It's new to them. Guess what? You can't get from somebody what they don't know. They didn't use. And I'm going to say something else on here, and I'm just going to say it. I don't ask financial questions to people I wouldn't trade lifestyles with. I had a session today with somebody who was like, my friend was like, she's never going to get a credit card, and she's scared to get one. She's going to charge it all up, so she just doesn't have it. Meanwhile, this person was able to get 9 cars and is renting them on Turo and is self-employed for a year and is under 30 years old. 2 very different narratives. So the person who's afraid to get a credit card, that's not the credit card's fault. That's a discipline problem. Come on, somebody. Just because you have a $5,000 credit card doesn't mean you charge it to $5,000. That's a discipline issue. That's not a money issue. That's not a financial. That's a discipline issue. Because the other friend has 9 cars on Turo. I'm going to leave that right there. So get in position right now. Just understand that what you use your credit for, and then leveraging business credit. So shout out, I should have asked them. I wanted to say the names on here, but I didn't ask them before I got on this live because I just jumped on this live. And I'm sorry, it's getting dark, so we're about to wrap up. Somebody else in my Elite 10 today, is working on her personal credit. And in the meantime, following my system for building business credit, right? And has a $12,000 gas card, $6,000 business card in a couple of months. Mind you, they can't get approved for certain things with personal because personal takes a little bit more time, right? But because they're following a proven system, they are self-employed with a trucking company. And guess what's impacting many people right now who have companies like Turo and trucking or not is gas. Come on, somebody. Let me tell you something about these gas cars. I want to talk about it on my workshop, guys. And I should have told you guys, please share this. Guys, I'm tired of being the best kept secret. Can y'all help me get out to more people, please? Can y'all, if I helped you and I have blessed you, can you please share and put in the comments and like my stuff? Because I'm out here working hard for the right reasons. And I don't ever ask, and closed mouths don't get fed. So I'm asking you all for your help, please. Okay, with like just sharing and putting me in your stories and inviting people to the workshop, because you guys know that I don't do this for, I'm not the person that's like, oh, I'm gonna have a credit repair business to make money. No, I never even wanted this. There's a need. I'm solving a problem. I'm filling a void. That's why I don't promise things like you guys don't hear me saying, get a my jeweler card and you'll have an 800 score in 30 days. I don't do that nonsense. I say to do it the right way, and that's the unpopular voice in credit, and I'm okay with that. Because over here, we're changing lives. Over here, people are retiring themselves. Over here, people are having legacy and wealth building and an inheritance. It's biblical. A good man leaves an inheritance for his children's children. Don't be the person that wants better, and then you leave your family in the same position you were in. We're not having somebody pass away and do any more fish fries, any more GoFundMes. We're going to talk real for a minute. Can we get in position in advance? Can we get in position in advance? And so, look, y'all know I will go off on a tangent. But my point is that, with credit, guys, if you've made some mistakes, I understand. That's why I'm doing my workshop. My workshop is free. I just did a 21-minute video on YouTube, guys. And I went back. Guys, I haven't even, look again, I should be skinny, y'all. Sidebar, there's no reason why I'm not like super thin, because I don't never get a chance to eat. That's nothing but the devil right there. But anyway, I'm still in my YouTube clothes, y'all. I'm still in my YouTube stuff. And at what time? Is it 9 something? Because after I made the video, then I went back into the video in the description and put all the links for everything. And then I came out here to talk to you guys. Guys, that video I did today, 21 something minutes, people charge thousands of dollars for. Because I gave every single step to build business credit. And then people are like, oh my God, your videos are so long. If freeing yourself and getting $50,000 is not worth 21 minutes of your time, then you on the wrong channel, okay? Then you don't really want it that bad. Period. We're going to start talking heavy. Listening to a video is the easiest thing you will ever do. I didn't say read a book. Literally you can put it on speaker and be doing the dishes. Okay, so my point is that The free workshop is for you because I know that adults learn by repetition. We need to do it over and over and over again. I'm going to keep on giving you guys more nuggets. And so why now? Because it's needed. Why now? Because there's a void. Why now? Because people need leverage and people need options. You need passive income and you want to have legacy and you want to be owners and you want to be wealth building. That's why now, because you want to leave your children and your family off better than what you started. Why now? Because when you know better, you do better. Right? Why credit? Because it's something that we all have access to. Personal credit and business credit. If you didn't know, now you're going to know. Right? Join my workshop, and when you're able to invest in services for higher level support, invest in services. And if you're not able to, follow the free content and execute. That's on you. That's about time. That's not about anything else but time. Taking the time to do it on your own, right? And then why me? Because I'm a whole expert. I'm a whole beast out in these credit streets. No, but what I'm saying is that, I never intended to have a credit repair business. Looking good on paper has changed my life, and it is a responsibility. For me, it's a responsibility. For me, it's a calling. For me, it's an anointing. That's why I say it's a wealth building ministry. This is why I don't say things that other channels don't say. I tell you guys the real deal, whether you want to hear about it or not. If you really want better, then I will show you and I will help you. And if you want me to make a bunch of false promises and say you can have an 800 score in 30 days by adding 10 authorized user accounts, well, then go watch somebody else. Right? In the beginning of my business, I wouldn't say that. The beginning of my business, I'm like, no, I can help you. Now, I'm at a point like, I will help you, and you know I will. You have no idea the testimonies, but you have to want it. I can't want it more than you, right? I can't want it more than you. And so I have over 20 years of experience, and I work for a credit bureau. And more importantly, I'm living the thing that I'm talking about, right? Stop learning about entrepreneurship from people who aren't entrepreneurs. Stop learning about buying a house from somebody that doesn't own a house. Stop having somebody tell you about credit and wealth building when they just got their car repoed and they borrow money from you every single week. Can we be real for a minute? Stop having somebody tell you about losing weight and being healthy and they obese. Come on, somebody. Okay? Like, sometimes I gotta say it real. And so I just want to jump on here and say, the free workshop is just there. It's free. And I'm going to start being more intentional about just being more present, answering your questions. God has blessed me that I'm able to level up my business now, so I'm getting more help behind the scenes. Shout out to my credit specialists. I probably have, 5 new people starting. I have a virtual assistant now that helps me, and I have, obviously Bianca and Idira. So as I have been able to grow, it enables me to do the thing that I love. It enables me to do the thing that I love. If I was a billionaire tomorrow, I would be doing this. And do you know why? Because I'm grateful. Because I'm grateful. I'm not going to cry today. I'm grateful. My life could have been very, 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 very different. And so I did not start in, a credit consulting firm because it was the in thing to do. I did not start it because it was a trend. I did not start it because I thought it would make me money. I started it because I'm grateful and I know that I have knowledge that can help somebody else. That's the Christian part of me, right? And it just is what it is. He helped me get through the valley for a reason. For a reason. So I can say I've had to use my credit card to pay for groceries. I've had to use, my credit card to pay for rent right before. That's real. And I'm so thankful I had that opportunity, because where would I have been? Where would I have been with no family, no husband, little kids, and just homeless, evicted? Real talk, where would I have been? I'm grateful, guys. And so I hope to see you all on June 30th. I hope that, some of that has been helpful. I'll be more present. I think I'm going to start asking some questions in my stories. Then as you guys have questions, I'll start to jump on here. Because it's the thing I love to do. And now I don't have to be tied to my laptop so much. I'm free to do this because my team is helping me with that work. So shout out to my team. I'm blessed to have you. I love you. You're such a big help to me. And I'm just so grateful to have some help, because now I can serve the community a little bit more. Amen. All right, guys, it got dark out here. Look, I was supposed to be going to go get my mail. I can't even talk. I didn't even go get my mail yet, y'all. So I'm about to walk that way and go get my mail. So you guys have, let me see. Hold on. I'm about to walk and go get my mail, y'all. So I want all of us to live, and this is only one side of it, I live on the other side, but I want all of us to live in safe neighborhoods where we can walk outside at nighttime by ourselves and feel safe, and have our kids play outside, and go to school districts where we don't have to pay $10,000 and $20,000 to send them to private school because the public school is not good. Let's change the narrative. If you want to change the narrative, make sure you're with me on June 30th, and make sure you invite some people too. And then beyond that, make sure you teach your children, and make sure you execute so that they know that it's real. You know a person's doing the work by the fruit. You know a person's doing the work by the fruit. So when your outcomes change, right, that also means you can help somebody else walk through the valley. Have a good night, guys.